You know, I've never started to pre-film any portion of the Monday vlog. I always film it live on Monday mornings after I have my coffee. Right now I'm doing something a bit different. It's the weekend, and I'm getting ahead of the vlog by a few days for a couple reasons. I want to show you guys real quick. First of all, I'm working on a really exciting review, and it's a little bit different than what we normally look at on Poor Boys RC. There's a company called Lead Time, and they've sent me all sorts of great swag. Check out these cool magnets. You know, got some gloves, a nice hat. That's the name right there. Bad lighting, there we go, guys, that's a bit better. I've got a nice big 3000 watt inverter there. Here I've got a nice big battery charger. And in here I've got a big LIFE battery. And what we're gonna do is I wanna take this cool stuff that Lead Time makes, and I wanna use it in an RC scenario. And when I talked to Lead Time about this opportunity, this collaboration opportunity, you know, because if you watch a lot of these reviews, a lot of guys are using their batteries in like RVs and, you know, trolling motors, things like that, golf carts. You know, that's kind of what their branding's all about. Home solar systems, you know, big RVs and campers. That's what the company's all about. That's really their bread and butter. But I wanted to use this in an RC scenario. And when I presented them with that idea, they were really keen on it. They loved it. What I want to do is do like an outdoor day of RCing and have a whole power system. That's what we're going to use this stuff for. We're going to have a big battery. We'll have a power inverter. We'll be able to charge our batteries, do some soldering on the fly if we need to. I want to take this stuff and overlay it into the RC world. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've started working on it today. As you can tell, I got all my stuff out. I'm kind of going through it. I'm starting that review right now. It's going to be something a bit different. So I asked you guys to watch that review when it comes out. I really want to know what you think of these products. You know, kind of getting outside of just reviewing RC cars all the time, kind of showcasing some new products for you guys. I mean, listen, I didn't even know this stuff existed before. The fact that lithium technology has gone into car batteries now, they're lighter, they're way more powerful, higher capacity, all these benefits, which I think can really work in the RC world. So stay tuned for that video. Now, on top of that, another thing we're gonna do is, the old back's killing me, boys. This is my Rollarlo XTS P12. You guys might remember that I raffled this car off recently. Well, what the heck is it still doing here? Well, the fellow that won the raffle, his name's Phil. Gotta love Phil's. Anyway, Phil's been a long-time supporter of the channel. He's actually won my raffles before, and he's such a cool guy. He said, you know what, man? Let's donate that. Instead of shipping it to the UK, how about you take this Rollarlo and donate it to somebody local? I thought that was a really nice move, and I know the perfect people to donate it to. Now, get this, they don't know that they're gonna get this car. But I asked them if they wanted to come out and do some parking lot racing. They said yes. And they're just like the nicest people in the world. And when everything's said and done, I'm gonna give them the XTS P12, and we're gonna get to see their reactions. I think they're gonna poop their pants. They're gonna be pretty stoked. Stay tuned for that video, guys. I think it's gonna be a really good one. And speaking of RC cars, my Hornet, my speedrun car, she needs a little bit of love. Just a little bit of love, but you know what? It's not bad. Just got a broken A-arm or a wishbone, whatever the heck you want to call it. So what I'm going to do with this car is I'm actually going to convert it back to brushed, slow it down a little bit because this thing's a bit of a rocket right now. And I decided I'm going to donate this car. There's another great viewer of the channel, a guy that supported my channel for a very long time, and he is a single dad. And you know what? I grew up with the single parents. Times were tough. Money was very tight, and we didn't have an abundance of RCs. And I thought, you know what? I've just been talking to him, just a great guy. And he's got a couple young kids that were taking part in Speedrun Challenge and just really had a great time. It kind of made their summer, as far, you know, the words that he used was that it really made their summer. And that's so nice. And that's really what I want the Speedrun Challenge to be about. And I think that's probably why it's got as big as it's gotten, because it's like, it's not something that I didn't build it to make it a huge thing. It just started happening that way. And it's a good event, and it's something that's wholesome, and it's fun for families to get into. And they did it. They dove right into it. So now they'll have two Hornets. They'll have Dad's Hornet, the kids will have this Hornet, and they can go race, do their parking lot stuff, take it out bashing, do whatever. Enjoy a second Hornet. Hornet, you were good to me. Now you're gonna be good to the apartment RC workshop kids. Godspeed, my old friend. And speaking of Speedrun Challenge, there was one speedrun contestant that I missed. There was a newcomer to the SRC this year, actually a newcomer to YouTube. He sent me in his first and only run right before the final cutoff for the final scoreboard Sunday. And guys, I missed it. Oof. I'll tell you, boys, I felt so terrible. And he sent me some messages on Instagram, and he was a new person, so like I had to accept him as a new request. I don't go on Instagram a whole lot, so I missed that. Boys, I feel so freaking terrible. And the thing is, After 4 weeks of the SRC, I picked up on a little trend. There were always people, like Saturday mornings, I would wake up and my inbox would be like, 25 to 30, 32 late entries. So late entries weren't new to me in the SRC this year. And I was checking my spam folder all the time, and I checked the spam. Guys, I'm telling you, there's a glitch in the matrix. I missed this guy's run and I feel so freaking bad. My wife was like, but Phil, like, you checked it. I watched you check it. I'm like, I know. I checked the spam. I'll tell you, it wasn't there. But the timestamp on the email was before 11 or before 10, I think was the cutoff. Oh, guys, I was gutted. I felt so horrible. So to make it right, it's easy to make it right, in my opinion, because this guy has an amazing channel. He's called Tonic RC, brand new to YouTube. Make sure you guys check out this channel. That's a cool logo he's got there. He has done some crazy builds. Just to kind of give you an idea of the feel of his channel, check this out. He built this car right here, this Grass Hyper Aero, he called it. Tons of 3D printing involved. Just an awesome looking car, a beautiful car. And I missed it. Tonic, dude, I am so sorry that I missed your run. So guys, when you get a sec, go to Tonic RC, check this fella out. He's doing really cool stuff. He must have some kind of a background with filmmaking. His stuff is, a very, very high quality, great audio, great video, much higher production value than Poor Boys RC. That's for sure. He's on to something. He's doing it right. I think you guys would really enjoy the channel. Make sure you check out Tonic RC. Tonic, brother, we'll see you back in 2026 on the next speedrun challenge. Oh, well, I got you here, guys. Don't forget, the Monster Beetle raffle still happening until the end of the month. Tickets are a couple bucks, free worldwide shipping. Look at this Monster Beetle. Look at Albert in there. Handsome son of a gun. We got the Michelin tire decals. We got the carbon fiber transmission plates, oil-filled shocks. Tamiya super stock BZ motor, which in my opinion is not only the sexiest motor, arguably one of the sexiest motors of all time, but perfect in this vehicle. We got an all Metal Gear steering servo. We got the Hobby Wing ESC hiding right in there. And of course, one of my wife's wonderful Mrs. Poor Boys RC paint jobs. This is an automotive paint that's on here, guys. Satin clear coat over top the decals. These decals are never coming off. If you win this thing, you're probably not going to want to drive it. It's really just way too pretty. Once you see it in person, you're going to really understand what I'm talking about. But check out that raffle, free shipping, $2 a ticket. Oh, and it's got full ball bearings as well. Pow! This thing is sweet. It'll be a crowning jewel in anybody's collection. And if you're big into raffles, that's the next one, fellas. The Honda City Turbo. I've got a light kit. I'm not too sure which light kit I'm going to use. I got the Tamiya light kit here. I've got a set of ball bearings that are going to go in it right there. But in it, I'm also going to use this. This is a review I'm doing soon. It's for GT Power, a car engine sound system. I've got a lighting system here as well. They also gave me this jet fan, which will be included in that review. I'm just not too sure how these are going to work and if they're going to sound right. But my goal is, if they do sound cool and these lights work really well, I'm going to incorporate that into that. And Mrs. Poor Boys RC is going to do one of her classic paint jobs on the Honda City Turbo as well. So it's going to look really good. And I've got a radio for it. I just can't find it. I recently did a radio of a white thumbstick radio. It's a Radio Link. I forget the name of it right now, but the thing's got like 12 channels. It's got the toggle switches on. It's an amazing radio. We're going to use that radio. I'm going to hook up the lights and the sound system to the radio so you can control it all on the radio live, have it all hooked up to the Honda City Turbo. And then we're gonna raffle the whole thing off as like one giant package. Radio, lights, light controller, the whole kit and caboodle. It's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be the September raffle. So if you're into that, check it out. It's coming up real quick. I said it a few times, I do have some hop-ups coming in for the rock van. I've actually got some major hop-ups coming up for the rock van. I was talking to my guys over at Hobby Plus the other day, and we are going nuts on the rock van. They really liked the video that I did, the review video. If you haven't watched it, I'll put a link down there. Check it out. It was a fun video, and this little thing surprised the heck out of me. In fact, with that affiliate link, which I do have affiliate links down there, a lot of people have been making purchases of this thing. And I'm getting emails from you guys saying, hey dude, that thing kicks so much ass. I strongly suggest you try and check one of these out. If you're into it, this thing just blew me away. It did things I didn't think it could do. And now we're gonna upgrade the living heck out of it. We're gonna go with all aluminum axles. We've got a ball bearing upgrade. We've got some weight we're gonna add to it, metal links, heavier drive shafts. Oh boy, tons of upgrades. I've also got the Arma Quake on order. A lot of you guys said make sure you get the purple one. I did order the purple one, so don't worry about that. I love it. Those colors are sick. I do have a Masami Edition RC10 on order as well. I said no more RC10s after the four-wheel drive. Look how nice that looks. Those colors are awesome, dude. Anyway, I do have a Masami on its way. I do want to grab a Kinwald as well, but they're just, they're pretty cost prohibitive. They're quite expensive, and I've only got so many RC tokens to spend. So I had to pump the brakes on that and stick with the Masami for the time being. Oh, and I put a post up on the Facebook group as well. If any of you guys live on Vancouver Island or on the lower mainland of Vancouver and decide to come over to the island, Friday nights, BC Hobbies is hosting a Micro B, Micro T race night in the Hillside Mall. Super fun night. A couple of you guys are going to come out. I think my back was really bad this week, so I couldn't make it. But next week, I think I might be good enough to make it out. And if any of you guys are interested, come on out, check it out. Cool event, great people. BC Hobbies is the best, big sponsor of the channel. And just a couple hours a night. I think it's $10 or something for an admission fee. They've got rentals there if you don't have one. I'll bring two if you guys want to use one of mine if you're going to come anyway. I'll bring both my Micro B and my Micro T. And it'll just be a fun night of racing. It'll be awesome. So check it out if you're here. And check this out. FMS is finally on board with Poor Boys RC. I get my first FMS review coming up soon, fellas. Check it out. The LC80 V2. This isn't a new rig. There's a lot of great reviews of this rig out already. They're coming out with some great cars. I've been following them for a while. Still a relatively new brand as far as I know. That new 1scale7 Bronco they have, holy cow. I want one. It's just not in the budget right now. But hopefully we'll get some of that kind of stuff on the channel after we get a few of these smaller ones under our belts. So this small scale world of RC, the small scale crawler world of RC, is something that I never thought would be interesting. To be totally honest, I just thought it was gonna be sort of goofy, and these little cars, like how capable can they really be? Fellas, I gotta tell you, like it is so much fun. These little cars are extremely capable. Now, they're obviously not gonna keep up to like, a TRX4 or something like that. But I owned a TRX4 for a lot of years, and I ended up selling it because it was too good. It took some of the challenge out of, where I live. I have notification. Where I live, there, the terrain that we have here, yeah, you could find tougher stuff for a TRX4 for sure. But these smaller cars, I like the challenge. Look how small these tires are. It's a completely different challenge using small scale crawlers. And with the technology today, whether it's a brushed motor or an outrunner motor, you've got great control. They're waterproof, they're tough. I don't think they're gonna break as much either because they just don't weigh as much. You just don't have as much weight when you roll over. Although I did lose that little fella. We're gonna find that guy. But if you've never tried it, I strongly recommend you do. That is it for today's Monday vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got Patreon, we got channel memberships, we got all the stuff. We got some nice swag down there, check it out. Help make Poor Boys a little less poor. I'd appreciate it. Have a great week, everybody, and be excellent to each other.